But who better than me?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Base Talks. As always, please like and subscribe. Share with a friend, a colleague, a relative, an associate, an enemy, any and all in between. It's appreciated. Now, yesterday I was at the second part of the Eubank v Ben press conference, for Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. And I happened to run into WBC Cruiserweight champion BADOU Jack. I was not expecting to see him there. To be honest, there wasn't actually a lot of fighters in attendance, apart from Eubank, Ben. I guess maybe Sonny Edwards, if you call him a fighter still, seeing as he's retired. And yeah, I think it was just them and then BADOU Jack. I think that was, Derek Chisora did pop up at one point as well. So yeah, never met BADOU Jack before, but it was a good chance to speak to him. And obviously the cruiserweight division is a division we know very well here in the UK, so I wanted to kind of just see where he's been, what he's been up to, and this is the result. So please enjoy, have a look, and I'll catch you on the other side. This is Base the Kid, the hardcore casual, and I'm delighted to be joined by current WBC Cruiserweight champion of the world, BADOU Jack. First things first, the streets have been missing you, man. Where have you been?
I've been dealing with some boxing politics, but I've been in the gym, I've been training, and I'm back now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but your last fight was 2 years, like 2023, right?
Yesterday, 2 years ago, yeah.
Okay, so with that, I mean, politics, and I don't want to make you go all the way through it, but just sort of break it down. Like, what has been keeping you out the ring? Because someone with a championship is supposed to be a hot commodity. Like, what happened?
And I lost the momentum a little bit. It was one of my best fights, the last fight, but yeah, that's unfortunate. Things happen, but yeah, I don't want to go into details, but it has nothing to do with me. But I've been in the gym, I've been training, and I can't wait to go get back in there.
How do you keep the desire? Because you've had a very long career, you fought some of the best in the game, but when you have those kind of politics and those things sort of going through, how do you manage to stay motivated? Say, I want to stay in this, I want to still prove I'm the best out there. Like, where's that drive come from?
I love boxing. I'm a fighter, and I want to become undisputed. And yeah, I love boxing. But this is all I know. Not all I know, but
I get you. Okay, so speaking of, obviously, the champions, look, we've got Jao Pataya, there's Zurdo Ramirez. You want to get in the mix there. Like, from what I hear, I know that Ryan Rosicki, I think, is now supposed to be mandatory for you. He's got an interim title. Can you just sort of break down that situation and sort of what the politics are for the people who don't know?
Yeah, he don't have the interim title. I think he fought for a draw for it. But yeah. I guess I got to fight him next, and we're working out a date and where it's going to be. I've never seen him fight really, but I know he's a strong and tough guy from the little highlights I've seen. Yeah, and there's levels to boxing, and yeah, I got a lot of proof since I've been out for 2 years, but you'll see.
I hear that. Look, what I will say is I have seen him fight. Very crude, but incredibly strong, very, very hard puncher. But that's not anything you haven't dealt with, so you guys got to make those adjustments. But there's also Noel Gavor, Michaelian. He, I believe, now has been made a champion in recess status that you held. So how does he play into this for you to try and get in the mix? And don't you have to deal with both of them?
So basically, at the convention, it was supposed to be me and him to fight, but he said, no, I want bigger fights. And Mauricio Suleiman said, there's no bigger fight at cruiserweight than BADOU Jack, you and BADOU Jack. Are you crazy? So he was talking to his brother who represented him. And then they say, you become champion in recess, and BADOU Jack becomes the full champion again, and he's gonna fight his mandatory. I said, I'll fight anyone you want. I'll fight Michaelian on Saturday and the other guy on Sunday. It don't matter. So I'm back at it, and we'll see what happens. I'll take care of the first guy, and then either we fight the next guy or we fight the unification fight, whatever the people want.
Okay, so with that being said, I normally don't speak to people about fights that, you know, in the future when they've got a date locked in. But since you don't have a date locked in, I want to ask you about those other champions. Like, Jao Pataya is at the moment the consensus #1 in the division. And there's also Zurdo Ramirez, who is a unified champion now. What I want to ask you,
I know that you probably feel you beat them both, but who do you feel your style matches up best to out of those two?
I don't really know, to be honest. Both. I think Opetaia is probably a little bit of a better boxer. Ramirez throw more punches. So either guy I'm like, it don't matter, to be honest. And they both is gonna match up well with me. They're both gonna be great fights.
Last question. When do you expect roughly you might get a fight date? Like you said, you've been out 2 years. I know you're itching to get back. What kind of time frame are we looking at?
Ramadan starts tomorrow, I guess. So I guess after Ramadan. So maybe end of April or beginning of May.
Okay, well, look, Badou, look, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. All the best with that. I will be tuning in. And any final messages, any final words you want to give to the people?
Shout out to all the UK fans. They are the best. You are the best.
Thanks, man.
So, shout out to BADOU Jack. I mean, look, at the end of the day, he's in a very hot division at the moment with a lot of eyes on it. He probably will be the targeted guy. I mean, look, he says he's looking for unification fights. Okay, so look, shout out to BADOU Jack. He's in the right place at the moment, you know, outside of the heavyweights at the moment. The cruiserweight division heating up. Got some very live wires in there. And look, BADOU Jack, he says he's looking for unification fights. He's got a deal with Ryan Rosicki, first of all. That will be a very, very interesting fight when it does take place. However, if he gets past that, there's no Bavor that he potentially will have to also satisfy. But he said, look, he's looking for those unifications. He gave some praise to to Jai Opetaia, but he also in equal measures is looking at Zurdo Ramirez. So look, it's heavy. Let's look to see if we can finally get an undisputed back in the cruiserweight division, as there hasn't been one since Alexander Usyk left back in, 2018. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.